The film opens in Iraq, where U.S. Marine Sergeant Logan Thibault is on a night mission with his unit. In the chaos of a firefight, a soldier named Castro goes down. During the scramble to secure the area, Logan spots a photograph lying on the ground, a picture of a young woman he doesn't recognize. He stops to pick it up. Moments later, a mortar hits the exact spot where he had been standing. 3 other soldiers don't make it out. Logan does. His friend Victor tells him afterward that the photo is his guardian angel, that she saved his life. Logan keeps it. Back home after his service ends, Logan tries to readjust. He stays with his sister and her family and spends his time with his German shepherd, Zeus. The dog stays close, and Logan is grateful for it. But the readjustment is not going smoothly. He is quiet where he used to be present, distant in ways he cannot explain, and unable to leave the war behind regardless of how many miles now separate him from it. He keeps returning to the photograph, turning it over and over. On the back, in handwriting he doesn't recognize, are 2 words: keep safe. Something about those words will not let him be. Logan knows next to nothing about the woman in the picture. He has only one lead, a lighthouse visible in the background of the photo. He begins tracing it, comparing images of lighthouses along the Gulf Coast, cross-referencing the surrounding landscape until he narrows it to a small town in Louisiana called Hampton. He packs his things, clips Zeus to his side, and walks. Not drives, walks. Hundreds of miles on foot, because something in him needs the journey to carry weight, to cost something. When he finally arrives in Hampton, he starts asking around. A local man tells him the woman in the photo is Beth Green. She was married to Keith Clayton, the deputy sheriff of the town, and they are now divorced. Logan finds her. Beth runs a dog kennel out of her family property with the help of her grandmother Ellie, a sharp and warm woman who immediately takes a liking to Logan. Beth herself is more guarded. When Logan shows up with Zeus and no prior appointment, she assumes he is there to apply for a kennel job, and he does not correct her. She is reluctant to hire him. There is something about a stranger arriving from out of town with no referral and no explanation that unsettles her, and she is not someone who ignores that instinct easily. But Ellie overrules the hesitation with the brisk certainty of someone who has been reading people longer than Beth has been alive, and gives Logan the job on the spot. Logan throws himself into the work. He is methodical, careful with the animals, and unfailingly reliable. He fixes things around the property without being asked and never makes a fuss about it. Beth warms to him slowly and reluctantly. Her son Ben, a quiet, thoughtful boy who plays the violin, begins to open up around Logan much faster than his mother does. When Logan catches Ben being mocked by classmates for playing a girl's instrument, he does not lecture anyone. He simply tells Ben he heard him play and that he was good. Later, when Ben discovers that Logan plays the piano, he listens from the hallway, and something shifts. The complication arrives quickly in the form of Keith Clayton. Beth's ex-husband is the town's deputy sheriff and the son of a powerful local judge. He is the kind of man who wears authority loosely and uses it whenever it suits him. He shows up at the kennel the morning after Logan is hired, runs his ID without cause, and makes it clear through tone and posture that he considers Logan a problem. At a campaign party for his father, the judge, Keith is charming in public and menacing in private, particularly toward Beth, whom he still controls through the ongoing threat of seeking full custody of Ben. Logan quietly absorbs all of this. He does not volunteer opinions or ask questions he has not been invited to ask. One evening, when Keith grabs Beth by the arm, Logan steps between them and removes the hand without raising his voice or making a scene. Keith leaves. Later that night, Beth tells Logan more about her past, how she and Keith got together in college, how the pregnancy reshaped the next decade, how the marriage ended because of his behavior and his relentless need to control what he could not quite own. Logan listens without offering judgment or advice. He tells her she is a good person and a good mother. It is not flattery. She can hear the difference. He invites her out. They go to a bar and talk easily, and for the first time in a long while, Beth allows herself to be in a conversation that is not about custody or the kennel or what Keith will do next. She takes Logan to her late brother's boat, which has been sitting unused on the water since his death overseas. As they leave the dock that night, they share a kiss. Something is beginning that neither of them entirely planned for. The relationship deepens quietly over the following weeks. Ben and Logan build a genuine friendship that operates entirely on its own terms. Chess games at the dinner table where Logan loses in a way that is just convincing enough to feel like a real match. Afternoon sessions where Ben practices his violin while Logan listens without comment, then with a note here and there. At a church event, Ben plays in front of an audience for the first time. Logan is at the piano beside him. Beth watches from the pews. She starts crying partway through and does not try to stop. It is one of the few moments in the film that is simply good, simply whole, with nothing complicated hiding behind it. Keith sees it too. He is watching from outside, and what he sees makes him jealous enough to investigate. A friend tells him that Logan had been asking around town about Beth before he ever showed up at the kennel, and that he had a photograph. Keith breaks into Logan's cabin and takes the photo. He brings it to Beth. She looks at it. She recognizes it. The photo belonged to her brother Drake. She can see the details, the place. She realizes Logan did not accidentally stumble into her life. He sought her out. She confronts him, and he admits everything. That he found the photo in Iraq, that it seemed to protect him, that he traced it across the country because he felt he owed something to the person in it. He says he was afraid that if he told her the truth at the beginning, she would have sent him away before he could explain. She tells him to leave anyway. Logan prepares to go. He packs his things. The morning before he leaves, Keith shows up at the cabin drunk and armed. He has a gun and a grudge and very little left to lose in the moment. Logan disarms him carefully and without causing injury. The police come and take Keith away. Before Logan actually goes, he finds something left behind by Ben, a book the boy had given him as a gift. Inside is a photograph. Logan looks at it and sees Drake Green in uniform, and on his arm is a tattoo with a single name on it: Victor. Logan understands what he is looking at. The soldier who died in front of him in Iraq, the man whose death opened the mission that put him in the spot where the photograph was lying on the ground. That soldier was Beth's brother. Drake was there. Drake died saving another Marine. That night, Keith comes to Beth's house drunk again. He is not threatening this time. He is asking her to come back. She refuses. He calls Ben, but Ben is already gone, slipping out of the house toward his treehouse in the woods. The water has been rising. A wooden bridge gives way beneath Ben's feet. Keith sees it happen and tries to get to him, but he gets trapped in the debris of the collapsing structure. Logan arrives. He pulls Ben to safety first and then goes back into the rushing water for Keith. The treehouse gives way before he can get Keith out. Keith does not survive. An ambulance arrives. Keith's father, the judge, is there when Logan emerges. Logan tells him he could not save his son. The judge does not blame him. He understands what he sees in front of him, a man who went back in. Later, Logan tells Beth about her brother. He tells her that Drake died saving another Marine, not alone, not abandoned, not meaninglessly. He died doing exactly what he had trained to do. Beth has never known this. For years, she has lived with the loss and the silence around it, never fully understanding what happened over there. Now she does. Something inside her that has been held tight for a long time comes loose. Logan prepares to leave again. He has done what he came to do. He found the woman in the photograph. He told her what he knew about her brother, and he gave back what he believed was owed. He is already on the road when Beth reaches him. She tells him he does not have to go. She tells him they are all part of one family now. She says it simply and she means it. The film closes on Ben's birthday. He is turning 9. Logan is there at the table, and the three of them, Beth, Ben, Logan, and Ellie, are gathered around the cake. Zeus is nearby. The photograph that started everything is no longer a mystery. It is just a memory, folded into something larger. The film ends.